very competent and
Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari has been an advocate of domestic medical care for citizens and public office holders. However, President Buhari himself made several trips to the UK for medical reasons during his first term, resulting in a long absence from office. In April 2019, President Buhari recently admitted the failure to address challenges in the health sector had resulted in the loss of over 400 billion naira to medical tourism annually.
Health is one of the areas that have been allowed in those 16 years we refer to really deteriorate. The life, especially in the rural areas, is pathetic. And because of lack of basic facilities in the rural areas that aggravate the movement of able-bodied bodies to population centers, and that increase the rate of crime because of lack of jobs, lack of facilities, lack of even basic things to survive.
The saddening part, however, is that the amount of money Nigeria loses to medical tourism annually is more than the amount allocated to the health sector in the 2018 budget. The World Health Organization recently ranked Nigeria 187 out of 191 countries in its ranking of the world's health systems, above only 3 countries in the world, while neighboring countries like Ghana, Togo, Niger Republic, Mali and Chad were ranked better than Nigeria.
I think it's really sad, that most public officers have to travel out of the country to get medical services. The government needs to focus on training and retraining of medical professionals in the country. They need to provide the needed equipments, things to work with. Naturally, a patient shouldn't walk into the hospital and spend long hours, trying to. Sometimes, just to do a minor investigation, you are booked to come back in a month's time. It's frustrating.
The system. Medical records are supposed to be confidential. If President Buhari comes to a general hospital or a specialist hospital somewhere today, you may find his medical records being, in the social media tomorrow. Ethical considerations. The most important, the expertise. Things are changing and patients are becoming more aware. Today, patients read about their conditions before coming to the hospital. They now know that service that is not available in Center A could be available somewhere outside the country. So they have the means. Some sell their...
President Buhari's frequent medical trip abroad certainly brings to the fore his utmost doubt about the capabilities of medical services in the country. However, this he has failed to fix in the past 4 years with a paltry budget of 340.45 billion naira for the health sector in 2018, and in 2019 315.62 billion naira was budgeted for the sector.
They believe that they have to go abroad to go and get medical services. The problem is that one, they don't have trust in Nigerian doctors, and I want to say that Nigerian doctors have the expertise, they're well experienced. But it's quite unfortunate that some of these people that goes abroad doesn't have the trust first in what we are doing here. And again, probably I would say that some of them probably they are rich, and they believe that even if they cough, they have the money to go abroad.
A recent report suggested that the protracted health challenges of President Muhammadu Buhari had worsened, with the president barely remembering most of his discussions with people. This perhaps prompted the special clinic recently commissioned in the president's hometown of Daura, Katsina State, with some special doctors imported to take care of the president's deteriorating health. But would this stop the president from further seeking medical care abroad? Or Is a trip to Japan for a development summit another opportunity for medical checkup? Rootstv Nigeria.